we're turning into potentially a closet and taking out the desk.
Fortunately, the glue's stronger than the desk is.
So the desk is staying behind?
Part of it.
So you went through ahead of time and took down the like supports that were underneath?
Yeah.
And now you're trying to actually detach it from the wall.
Well, they put a bead of construction adhesive on the built-in when they put in the desk for reasons.
Hi, Buzz. Are you helping?
I'm getting a break here. I think it'll be good.
Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by persnickety.
It's okay. It's just a cat's here. Oh. Oh, well, I'm just an idiot, apparently.
Is there screws in there?
There's screws. Ugh.
Here we go.
How long did this screw need to be? It's still going!
How long was it?
2 inches!
Yeah, so apparently that adhesive, not as good as we thought. There's actually just screws in here.
Apparently I was just tearing the wood out from the screws. In my defense, it's just particle board.
Cat assistant on the job. They always want to be where we are. They're very sociable cats. Gotta figure out what's happening. Gotta inspect. Make sure it's all up to code. Our channel's gonna be just cat footage now.
Probably do better. Way more photogenic than I am.
You're pretty photogenic.
I'm really
You can't compete with that. She came up and sniffed the camera.
I can't compete with that.
It's okay, she's coming back into frame. Oh, but just her back. Literally back into frame.
You've shown no interest in this room for like weeks.
I don't think they've been in here yet. That is a lot left because of the adhesive, I think.
Oh, I also.
Oh, and because you also started tearing it without realizing it.
Yeah.
You can see there's some damage to the white, but not much. Oh my god, the room's so much bigger.
That's what I'm saying, like, it's a nice built-in, but it's an extra 1.5 feet?
Covered in various cosplay supplies and a printer. And the other shelf is full of nail polish and curtains for shooting and a lantern. Are you trying to see where this one is attached?
Oh, it's not.
Okay. Do you need to move this one out of the way behind you?
And of course, no project is complete without the cleanup.
So this carpet's going to come up at some point, but we don't know what's underneath it, and we won't know what we're getting into prior to that. So I am just trying to have a peek-see, so I'm just going to cut it a little bit.
It's really nice carpet.
It's really well installed. The guys who didn't know what they were doing and cared enough to do it well. I also am trying to not cut on the actual hardwood floor.
If that's what's underneath.
If that's what's underneath, which it should be, but why would you put carpet here?
There is hardwood under that.
Hardwood, and what I assume is a bunch of carpet glue.
A lot of carpet glue. It's better than cat pee smell.
Fair enough.
Guess we're ripping up a carpet.
Wow, they really stapled that in, huh?
Yeah.
All those dark marks are staples. There was an extra little nail hidden in there.
It's a fun gift.
Alright, time to take that out.
And then it was time to take all of the staples out of the floor. Now we do want to keep this hardwood, so we had to do this pretty carefully. We also took that transition piece off. Again, very carefully. It took a long time to take all the staples off. We're not going to bore you with showing you every single one, but here's a nice little sampling.
They are not interested in cat toys. They only want food. Persephone, what are you doing? She's sitting on the bathroom step in the dark staring at me. Sorry, very interesting renovation. It is getting close to their feeding time. So they're both just outside the door, waiting for us to shift. They're sitting so politely.
And then of course we had to take the tack strips down from all around the room. These came up pretty easily, although they broke all over the place. The hardwood floor underneath was still in good condition.
There is no more tack strip around the edges.
Thankfully the floor is finished when they put the glue down.
Now we just have to try and scrape as much of the glue off as we can so it's the same color as everything else. And what do you think about that, my love?
There's a cat peed right there.
Yep.
That's what I think about that. Alright, so we're gonna get this floor clean. Glue gun spray.
It says to let it soak in.
Yep. And over here, we're gonna try some rock ghosts.
AKA mineral spirits.
Nope, rock ghosts.
So online it says if it's tan to use mineral spirits and if it's yellow to use like an adhesive remover like Glue Gun, and we can't decide if this is yellow or tan. That looks like it's taking the finish off.
I think the finish was off before we started.
Okay. It doesn't seem to be working. Oh.
That one doesn't seem to be working. Got rid of the first layer quite handily. So that's already sent.
That seems to be going way better. So this was inconclusive,
No, I'm inclined to agree with you that the rock ghosts are doing a much better job.
which means it is tan, not yellow.
absolutely riveting to watch. I think we'd much rather be done as fast as this.
Cut.
But honestly, you can't fast forward through life like that, and this floor took a lot of scraping. We worked on it multiple days, and honestly, never actually finished it before we moved on to other things. So let's pretend that's done and we totally just didn't lose interest and ended up using the room for storage because we had too many other things going on.